day. Welcome, happy spring to be summer. So let's all get started. As always, you always want to find yourself seated in a nice, strong mountain pose position. Keep in mind your feet are firmly planted on the earth. We always want our knees directly over our ankles. We want our stomach muscles nice and tight. Our backs are nice and tall. Our hearts are lifted and our shoulders are nice and relaxed. And before we begin any chair yoga session, we always want to make our intentions. So let's go ahead and make our intentions by taking a deep inhale from the core of our stomach. And let's exhale through our nose with our intentions. I intend to have a wonderful chair yoga session, or whatever you like to say. Now let's go ahead and take a few more breaths. Inhaling from the core of our stomach, and exhaling through our nose. Keep in mind we have 3 phases of our chair yoga. We have the warm-up phase, followed by the work of the practice, and then we have our final relaxation, Shavasana. We're in the warm-up phase of our practice. We're inhaling from the core of our stomach, and we're exhaling through our nose. Let's do that a couple more times as we inhale, and we exhale through our nose. Now let's go ahead and extend out our arms. As we open up our hearts, we always want to send out love. We always want to send out joy and safety and good health out into the world. And let's slowly bring our hands together as we bring that love, joy, safety, good health back into our own hearts. And let's extend out our arms again. And this time we're sweeping our arms up as high as we can. And we're going to bring our hands together slowly down to our heart center. Let's repeat that again as we're extending out our arms. Inhale, we're sweeping them up. And we're bringing our hands together slowly down to our heart center. We're going to do that one more time. Always using our own perfect breath and always going at our own perfect pace. Resting our hands on our thighs. We're taking a deep inhale from the core of our stomach, and when we exhale, we're going to turn our head to the right. And we're feeling a stretch in our neck. We're just going to hold this pose as we take in a few breaths. Feeling the stretch in our neck. Using our perfect breath. Let's turn our head back center. We're inhaling again. And exhale, we're going to turn our head to the left. Again, feeling the stretch in our neck. We're holding the pose as we take in a few breaths. Let's bring our head back center. Let's extend out our arms. Inhale, we're sweeping them up. And we're bringing our hands together down to our heart center. Let's do that again, extending out our arms. We're sweeping them up. Bringing our hands together to our heart center. One more time. Down to our heart center. Very nice. Resting our hands on our thighs. Let's do a little bit more work on our neck. So I'm going to have you just lower your head in front of you. And then we're just going to tilt our head to the right as we twirl our neck around. We're waking up our neck, twirling it around. When it comes back center, go in the opposite direction. Waking up our neck. Bring your head center. Inhale, sweeping up. Bringing our hands together slowly down on both sides, resting our hands on the thigh. And this time I'll have you rest your hand on your head, and we're still working on our neck. Let's go ahead and just tilt our neck to the right. Again, we're feeling the stretch. We're not pulling. We're just resting our hands here, working on our necks. Bring your head back center. Let's do that again in the same direction. Bring your head back center. Let's do that one more time. Working on our necks. And bring your head back center. Let's switch hands and arms. Let's go ahead and place our left, it will be my left hand on my head. And now I'm going to tilt my neck to the left as I feel the stretch in my neck. And just bring our head back center. Let's do that again. And bring your head back center. Let's do one more time. And bring your head back center. Very nice. Let's extend out our arms. Inhale, we're sweeping them up. And we're bringing our hands together, slowly down to our heart center. Let's do that again. Extending out our arms. Inhale, we're sweeping them up. Bringing our hands together down to our heart center. We're going to do that one more time. Extending out our arms. Inhale, we're sweeping them up. And bringing our hands down to our heart center. Beautiful. And now this time when we extend out our arms and we're sweeping them up, we're reaching as high as we can. Stretching, reaching, feeling, touching the ceiling. And when you exhale, bring both arms down. Hold on to the edge of your chair or the back of your chair. We're going to press out our chest. And we're still sending out love and joy. As we open up our hearts, we're pressing out our chest. Nice, beautiful. Relax your chest. Inhale, sweep up again. Exhale, bring both arms down. Hold on to the edge of your chair. Press out your chest as we open up our hearts. Always sending out love, safety, good health. Relax your chest again. Inhale, sweep it up. And exhale, bringing both arms down. Holding on to the edge of our chair. Pressing out our chest one more time. Filled with so much gratitude we are. Let's relax our chest. Let's inhale, sweeping up again. We're bringing our hands together, slowly down to our heart center. Let's do that again, extending out our arms. And now we're sweeping them up. Bringing our hands together to our heart center. And one more time. And this time when we extend out our arms, inhale, we're sweeping them up and reaching again. And we're going to bring both arms down, drop them over to your left side. And look over your right shoulder. You want to feel the twist in your waist, your shoulders, your neck, your arms are lengthening. And we're holding the pose, taking in a few breaths. Let's bring our body back center. Inhale, sweep up again. Reach and stretch. Exhale, drop both arms down. It will be to my right side. And I'm looking over my left shoulder. And I'm feeling the stretch in my waist, my arms, my shoulders, lengthening, neck. Let's bring our body back center. Inhale, sweep it up. Bring our hands together down to our heart center. Let's extend out our arms again. Inhale, we're reaching up and stretching again as high as we can. And this time we're going to bring our right arm down. Let's go ahead and bring our body over in that direction. We're lengthening again. Feeling the stretch in our waist. We're filled with gratitude. Using our perfect breath as we hold the pose. Let's bring our both arms up. Reaching and stretching. And exhale, bringing down the opposite side. It will be my left. And I'm bringing my body over in that direction. Feeling the stretch. in my arms, my waist. So much gratitude. Inhale, sweeping up again. We're reaching and stretching. Let's do that again. We're dropping down. It would be my right arm, and we're going over in that direction. Very nice. Inhale, sweeping up again. Exhale, I'm dropping down my left arm, and I'm going over in that direction. Very nice. Let's inhale, bringing both arms up, reaching as high as we can. Bringing our hands together slowly down to our heart center. Let's do that again, extending out our arms. Inhale, we're sweeping up. Bringing our hands together slowly down to our heart center. We're going to do that one more time, extending out our arms. Inhale, we're sweeping up. Bringing our hands together down to our heart center. Very nice. So now we're going to do some eagle arms. So I'm going to have you cross your leg in front, and then you're going to twist your arms around. And keep in mind, if you're unable to twist your arms, you can always rest your hands on your shoulders. So these are eagle arms. We're going to inhale as we're rising our arms up as high as we can. And we exhale as we slowly bring our arms down in front of us, and then we're going to forward fold. And slowly bring our body back center. And we're rising our arms up as high as we can. And we exhale as we slowly bring our arms down, and then we forward fold. And let's bring our body back center again. We're rising our arms up again. And exhale as we forward fold. And slowly bring our body back center. And curl your arms, shake them out a little. And let's uncross our feet. So now let's cross the opposite direction. And we're going to twist our arms in that direction. And the opposite side. And we inhale as we're rising our arms up again. And exhale as we slowly bring our arms down and we forward fold. Let's bring our body back center, using our perfect breath as we inhale. And we exhale as we slowly bring our arms down and we forward fold. Inhaling again. Let's repeat that one more time. Always go at your pace. Always use your own perfect breath. This is your practice. Forward fold. Bringing our hands and body back center. Let's uncross our arms and we're going to shake it out a little again. Uncross your legs. And let's extend out our arms. Inhale, we're shaking it out. And we're bringing our hands together to our heart center. Let's do that again. Extending out our arms. Inhale, we're sweeping up. Bringing our hands together down to our heart center. And let's do this one more time. Extending out our arms. Inhale, we're sweeping them up. Now bringing our hands together to our heart center. Very nice. So let's rest our hands on our shoulder. And extend out our arms. We're going to do a little bit more work on our waist. Using our perfect breath. Keeping our stomach muscles nice and tight. We inhale and exhale as we twist. Working on our waist. Strengthening our waist. Backs are nice and tall. We're holding the pose. Getting stronger and stronger. Grateful. And let's bring our body back center. Let's repeat that again in the same direction. We're twisting. Working on our waist. Strengthening our shoulders and our arms. And let's bring our body back center. And let's do that one more time. Same direction. Very nice. Bring your body back back center. Let's extend out our arms. Inhale, sweep it up. Bring our hands together down to our heart center. And rest our hands on our shoulders again. Extending out our arms. Inhale and exhale as we twist to the left. The opposite side would be my left. And we hold the pose again. We're feeling this twist in our waist. Getting stronger. Bringing our body back center. Inhaling again. Exhale on the twist. Very nice. Stomach muscles are still nice and tight. Waist is getting stronger. Arms, shoulders. Bring our body back center. Inhale again and exhale as we twist again. Getting stronger. And let's bring our body back center. And let's extend out our arms. Inhale, we'll sweep them up. And we're bringing our hands together to our heart center. Let's do that again. Extending out our arms. Inhale, we're sweeping them up. And bringing our hands together down to our heart center. Very nice. And for those of you that have straps, let's do a little work on our legs and our feet. Foot. We're actually going to put the strap under our foot. And keep in mind, we always want to be in a nice, strong seated mountain pose position. Using our perfect breath, we're going to inhale as we lift up our right leg or left leg, whichever way you are, and exhale back down. We want to use our perfect breath as we inhale, lift, and we exhale back down. We want to repeat that again. Inhale, lift, and exhale back down. And this time, when you inhale, lift, I'm going to have you extend out your leg, bring your knee in, and bring it back down. Again, we inhale, lift, extend, bring your knee in, and back down. Again, we inhale, lift, extend, bring your knee in, and back down. Beautiful. Let's do the opposite side. We're going to inhale, lift, and exhale back down. Again, we inhale, lift, and exhale back down. Again, we lift, and exhale back down. At this time when we lift, you're going to extend your leg out, bring your knee in, and bring it back down. Let's repeat that again. Extend, bring your knee in, and back down. Again, inhale, lift, extend, and bring your knee in, and back down. Beautiful. So now let's do both feet under our straps. Keep it in mind, we're in a nice seated mountain pose position. Stomach muscles are tight as we inhale and lift both feet. And we're holding here. Getting stronger, balancing our bodies in a seated position. Using our perfect breath, we're holding, getting stronger, balancing our bodies. Very nice. Very nice, very nice. And exhale, bring both feet back down. Beautiful. Let's do that again as we inhale, lift. Getting stronger. Stomach muscles are tight. And bring both feet back down. Let's do that one more time. Beautiful. Very nice. And exhale back down. Wonderful. Let's take our straps and just place them across our laps. And let's extend out our arms. And now we'll sweep them up. And we're bringing our hands together to our heart center. Let's do that again. Extending out our arms. And now we're sweeping up. And bringing our hands together to our heart center. One more time. Inhaling. And down to our heart center. Beautiful. So now we're going to grab our straps. And we're just going to extend out our arms in front of us. Remember, your backs are nice and tall. And we inhale as we lift up our arms as high as we can. And exhale, bring them back in front of you. And let's repeat that again as we lift. And bring them back in front of you. Let's do that one more time. And back in front of you. And this time when we lift, we're to turn to the right. Holding the pose. Let's bring our body back center. And we're bringing our arms down in front of us. Let's do that again, rising them above our heads. Let's go in the opposite direction this time. Holding the pose, working on our waist, strengthening our arms. Stomach muscles are tight. And bring your body back center. Bring your arms down in front of you. Inhale, lift again. And we're going to twist this time to the right. Holding the pose again. Very nice. Beautiful poses, everyone. Bring your body back center. We're bringing our arms down in front of us. Inhale, rising them up again. Now let's turn to the left. Bringing our bodies back center. Going to bring our arms in front of us. And then rising our arms above your head again. Let's bring them back in front of us again. And one more time above your head. And we're holding, getting stronger and stronger. Let's bring our straps down across our laps. Extending out our arms. Inhale, we're sweeping them up. And we're bringing our hands together to our heart center. Very nice. You can take your straps and put them on the floor or on the edge of your chair, whatever's convenient for you. And let's extend out our arms again. Inhale, we're sweeping them up and we're reaching this time as high as we can. We're going to exhale, bring both arms down. Let's forward fold. Go down as far as your body will allow you to go. Let's slowly come halfway back up. And then we're going to go all the way back down. And now let's go all the way back up into a seated position, extending out our arms. Inhale, we're sweeping it up, reaching as high as we can. Exhale, bringing both arms down, and we forward fold again. Go down as far as you can. We're going halfway up, and we're going all the way back down. And let's bring our bodies all the way back up, extending out our arms again. Inhale, reaching again as high as we can. Exhale, we're going to forward fold. And coming up halfway. And we're going all the way back down. And it's time to coming all the way back up. Extending out our arms. Inhale, we're sweeping up. We're bringing our hands together down to our heart center. And let's rest our hands on our thighs. And now we're going to rest our bellies on our thighs. We're going to get ready for our first cat and cow pose. Go ahead and inhale and lift up your head. Your backs are arched. Exhale, drop your head, round your back. Bring your back and body into a seated position. And then we relax our shoulder. Beautiful. Let's do that again. Belly is resting on your thighs. Inhale, lift up your head. Exhale, drop your head, round your back. Bring your back into a nice, tall, seated position. And then we're going to relax our shoulders. That's our second cat and cow pose. Let's do that one more time, resting our bellies on our thighs. Inhale, lift up your head. Exhale, drop your head, round your back. Bring your back and body into a nice, tall, seated position. And then relaxing your shoulders. Beautiful. Now let's extend out our arms. Inhale, we're sweeping them up. Now we're bringing our hands together down to our heart center. Let's do that one more time. Extending out our arms. And now we're sweeping up. And bringing our hands down to our heart center. Beautiful. Let's rest our hands on our thighs. Go ahead and inhale and raise your shoulders to your ears. And let's relax our shoulders. We're rising our shoulders to our ears. And we're relaxing our shoulders. Let's do that again as we're rising them to our ears. And we're relaxing our shoulders. And this time when we rise them up to our ears, we're going to circle forward. Rising our shoulders up and circle forward. Let's do that again. Rising them up and circle forward. Beautiful. This time I'm going to rise them up and circle backwards. Nice. Rise them up and circle backwards. Yes. One more time. Rise them up and circle backwards. Very nice. Now let's extend out our arms. Inhale, we're sweeping them up and we're reaching as high as we can. We're going to exhale and bring both arms down and rest them on our thighs. stretch out our fingers. Go ahead and wake up your fingers. Very nice. And now let's bring our hand into a fist. And let's go ahead and wake up our wrist. As we twirl our wrist around, now you're going to stop and go in the opposite direction. Then you're going to stop. Go ahead and extend out your hand. Now we're flexing our wrist up and we're flexing it down. We're flexing it up and flexing it down. Let's do a couple more. One last one. Straighten out your hand and arm. Grab your elbow. Go ahead and give ourselves that loving hug or pat on the back that we're so deserving of. Feeling the stretch in our arms and in our shoulders. And just filled with so much love and gratitude. Very nice. Let's extend out our arms again. Inhale, we're reaching up and stretching as high as we can. Exhale, bring both arms down, resting them on your thigh. Let's go ahead and extend out our left arm or opposite side. Wake up our fingers. And let's bring our hand into a fist. Let's go ahead and twirl our wrist around. Now we're going to stop and go in the opposite direction. And now we're going to stop, extend out your hand. Let's flex our wrist up and we're flexing it down. Again, we're flexing it up and flexing it down. Again, we're flexing it up and flexing it down. Again, flexing it up and flexing it down. One more time. Extend out your hand and arm. Grab your elbow. Go ahead and give ourselves that loving hug. Feeling the stretch in our arm and in our shoulder. Just feeling so great. We're just so filled with so much love, so much gratitude. So very, very nice. Let's extend out our hearts again. Keep on sweeping up. Bringing our hands together to our heart center. One more time. Extending out our arms. Inhale, we're sweeping up. And we're bringing our hands together to our heart center. Very nice. So now we're going to move on to the work of our practice. And for those of you that can stand, I'll have you stand. And for those of you that are unable to stand, please remain seated. And we're standing behind our chair, keeping in mind that our chair is our friend. We always can hold on to our chair. We can always lean on our chair for support. Let's go ahead and extend out our arms again. Inhale, we're sweeping them up. Bringing our hands together down to our heart center. Extending out our arms again. Inhale, we're sweeping up. We're bringing our hands together, slowly down to our heart center. And this time I'm going to have us do downward facing dog. So you want to make sure that you have at least 1 or 2 steps behind you. And when you inhale and extending out our arms, we're sweeping them up as high as we can. When you exhale, you're going to forward fold. You're going to hold on to the edge of the seat of your chair. And this is downward facing dog. I'm going to hold this for a few moments. Soften your knees as you bend back up, standing back up, extending out our arms again. And exhale, bringing both arms down. We're holding on to the edge of our chair and downward facing dog. You're going to soften your knees as you slowly bring your body back tall and center. Inhale, sweep up again. And exhale, bringing both arms down. Hold on to the edge of your chair. And we're holding the pose. Soften your knees as we slowly bring our bodies back tall and center. Inhale, sweeping up. Let's bring our hands together to our heart center. Very nice. Let's do that again, extending out our arms. Inhale, we're sweeping up. And we're bringing our hands together to our heart center. Very nice. So now we're going to move into our warrior poses. So I'll have you step back with your right leg. And remember, your chair is your friend. If you need to hold on to your chair or lean on your chair, please do so. We're stepping back with our right leg. Bending your left knee. Extend out both arms. We're in warrior one. We're balancing our bodies. And we're holding the pose. We're using our perfect breath. We're filled with so much joy and gratitude as we balance our body. Holding the pose, getting stronger, balancing. Very, very nice. Remember to use your perfect breath. Balancing our bodies. Very nice. Take your right hand, bring it behind you. Look at the tips of your fingers. We're in warrior two. We're in the work of our practice. We're in warrior two pose. Again, balancing our bodies. Beautiful, beautiful poses. Very nice. Warrior two. Beautiful. Holding the pose, using our perfect breath. Very nice. Straighten out our body. Let's go into extended warrior pose. Lifting up our left arm, looking at the tips of our fingers. We're in extended warrior, lengthening, stretching our entire left side of our bodies. We're in extended warrior pose. Very nice. Let's begin our flow. We're going to go warrior two. Extended warrior, 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 one last one. And now we're going to go into warrior three. Hold on to your chair, lift up your right leg, your feet is flexed. We're in warrior three pose. Holding the pose. You can rest your toe on the earth if you need to. Let's slowly bring our leg down. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, softening your knees into chair pose. Inhale, sweep up again. And exhale, we're softening our knees into chair pose. One more time, sweeping them up. And exhale as we're softening our knees into our chair pose. Inhale, sweep it up again. Bring your hands together. Down to your heart center. Very nice. So now we're going to do what we did on the opposite side. This time we're going to step back my left leg. And I'm going to bend my right knee. Back my left and bend my right knee. We're going to extend out both arms into warrior one on the opposite side. Very nice. Remember, we're balancing our bodies. Beautiful. And warrior one on the opposite side. Feeling stronger. Filled with gratitude. Beautiful poses we have here. Very nice. Warrior one. Nice and strong warriors. Take your left hand, bring it behind you. Look at the tips of your finger of your right. We're in warrior two pose. And we're holding this pose using our perfect breath. We're in warrior two pose. Very nice. Remember to breathe. Very nice. And let's straighten out our bodies now. Extend up your right arm. Look at the tips of your finger. This is extended warrior pose as we're lengthening and stretching our entire right side. We're in extended warrior pose. Filled with so much grace and gratitude we are. So lovely. Extended warrior. And let's begin our flow. Warrior 2, extended warrior. 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 One last one. Extended warrior. And now we're going to go into warrior 3. And we're going to lift up our left leg, hold on to the edge of your chair, and we are in warrior 3 pose. Feet is flexed, or you can rest your toe on the earth, whatever works for you. And slowly bring our leg down. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, softening your knees into your chair pose. Let's repeat that again. Inhale, sweeping up. And exhale as you're softening your knees into your chair pose. Do one more. Inhale, sweeping up. And exhale, we're softening our knees. Beautiful. Lovely. And we'll sweep it up. And let's bring our hands together to our heart center. How are you feeling? I hope everyone is doing well. Good. All right, so now we're going to do some more work on our legs. And remember, the chair is your friend. You can hold on to the chair if you'd like to. We're going to inhale as we lift up our right leg, and exhale, bring it back down. Again, we lift and exhale, bring it back down. Let's do that again. Lift and bring it back down. And this time when we lift, we're going to tap forward. Lift, we're going to tap to the side. Lift, and we're going to tap behind us. Again, we lift, we're going to tap forward. We lift, we tap to the side. We lift, we tap behind us. Again, we lift, tap forward. Lift, tap to the side. Lift, tap behind us. Again, we lift, tap forward. Lift, tap to the side. Lift, tap behind you. Again, we lift, tap forward. Lift, tap to the side. Lift, tap behind you. Again, lift, tap forward. Lift, tap to the side. Lift, tap behind you. And now we're going to hold it. And we're going to hang out as we always do, having such a lovely time. Getting stronger, balancing our bodies, holding on to our chair or our friend if we need to. And we're getting stronger and stronger as we go. Strengthening, balancing our bodies. We're in the work of our practice. You all look beautiful, doing very well. Beautiful, beautiful poses. Yes, very nice, very nice. Again, a little more, a little more, a little more. And let's bring our leg down and remember to shake it out. Shaking it out a little. All right, let's do the opposite side. We're going to inhale as we lift and exhale back down. Again, lift and exhale down. Again, we lift. Exhale down. Again, we lift. Exhale down. This time when you lift, you're going to tap forward. Lift, tap to the side. Lift, tap behind you. Again, we lift, tap forward. Lift, tap to the side. Lift, tap behind you. Again, we lift, tap forward. Lift, tap to the side. Lift, tap behind you. Again, we lift, tap forward. Lift, tap to the side. Lift, tap behind you. Again, we lift, tap too. Balancing our bodies, getting stronger, filled with gratitude, we are. Great poses, everyone. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Doing fantastic. Little more, little more, little more. Great, 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 great poses you have. Doing good. Very nice. And now let's bring our leg down, and then we're going to straighten it down again. Very nice. Bring both feet back to the earth. Extending out our arms. Inhale, we're sweeping them up. We're bringing our hands together to our heart center. Again, extending out our arms. Inhale, we're sweeping them up. And bringing our hands together to our heart center. Let's do one more balancing pose, which is our tree pose. So I'll have you rest your toe on the earth. You rest in your heel against your ankle. Remember, lean on your chair if you need to for support. And we're going to go ahead and grow our tree branches. Continuing with our balancing. Continuing with so much grace and gratitude. Very nice. Let's bring both hands to our heart. You can hold onto the edge of your chair, bring your feet down. Again, moving your legs a bit. And let's go ahead and do the opposite side. Resting our toe on the earth. Our heel is resting on our ankle. And we grow our tree branches again. Very nice. So beautiful. Let's slowly bring our hands together down to our heart center. And bring your feet down. Hold on to your chair if you need to. We're shaking it out. Shaking it out. Very nice. Let's extend out our arms. Inhale, we're sweeping them up. Bringing our hands together to our heart center. Very nice. Let's go ahead and find ourselves seated back in our chairs. We're going to cool down our body and get ready for our final relaxation pose. Always finding ourselves seated in a nice, strong, mountain pose position. Remember, your feet firmly planted on the earth as your knees are over your ankles. Take your awareness to your breath as you cool down your body. Your stomach muscles are tight, your backs are nice and tall. Your hearts are lifted and your shoulders are relaxed. We're cooling down our bodies. Go ahead and extend out your arms. Inhale, we're sweeping them up. And we're bringing our hands together to our heart center. Let's do that again. Extending out our arms. Inhale, we're sweeping them up. And bringing our hands together again to our heart center. Very nice. I'm going to have you rest your hands on your thighs. And let's go ahead and do some work on our feet and our ankles. Using your perfect breath, we inhale and exhale as we rest our heel to the earth. And bring it back down. We're resting our heel to the earth, and we're bringing it back down. Again, we're resting our heel to the earth, and we're bringing it back down. At this time, when you rest your heel to the earth, let's go ahead and twirl our ankles around as we wake them up. Now we're going to stop and go in the opposite direction. Now we're going to stop and bring our legs and feet back down. And let's go ahead and do that on the opposite side. Heel to earth, and exhale, bring it back down. Again, we inhale as we rest our heel to the earth. And exhale, bring it back down. Let's do that again. Heel to earth. And exhale, bring it back down. And this time when we rest our heel to the earth, let's go ahead and twirl our ankles around as we wake them up. And now we're going to stop and go in the opposite direction. And I'll have you stop, and let's bring your feet back down. And let's go ahead and extend out our arms. Inhale, we're sweeping them up. And bringing our hands together to our heart center. Let's go ahead and extend out our arms. I'm going to work on the left and right side of our brain as we always do. We'll take our right hand and lift our left knee and rest it. And exhale back down. So we're doing left to right knee. And now we're doing right to left knee. We're working on the left and right side of our brain. We're touching right to left. And then we're touching left to right. Let's do a few more. Always go at your pace. Do one last one. And now let's extend up our arms. Bring your hands together down to your heart center. Very nice. Let's repeat that again. Inhaling. And down to our heart center. Let's rest and bring our arms down to the edge of your chair. We're going to go ahead and do our King Arthur pose. As you want to lean your shoulders all the way back to the edge of your chair. And then drop your head back. We're in King Arthur pose. And we're holding here for a couple of breaths. Slowly bring your head up. And now bring your shoulders and your body back to a seated position. Now let's repeat that again as we lean back, resting our shoulders on the edge of our chair, dropping our head back, and holding the pose. Bring your head up. Let's bring our body back into a seated position. And one more time. Dropping our heads, holding the pose. Bringing your head center and bringing your body back into a seated position. Beautiful. Extending out our arms. Inhale, we're sweeping them up. And we're bringing our hands together to our heart center. Rest your hands on your thighs. And let's get ready for our final relaxation pose, Shavasana. Remember, you always want to find yourself seated in a nice, strong mountain pose position. Your feet firmly planted on the earth. Your knees directly over your ankles. Stomach muscles are nice and tight. You can close your eyes if you like to or leave them open. Go ahead and take your awareness to your breath. You want to feel the inhale and you want to feel the exhale. Keep in mind your backs are nice and tall. Keep in mind your hearts are lifted. Your shoulders are relaxed. We're in the final relaxation pose, Shavasana. I'm going to have you curl the toes on your right foot. Inhale, lift that leg a couple of inches. Exhale, bring it back down. Once it reaches the earth, uncurl your toes, relax your foot and leg. Just let it flop. Let's curl the toes on our left. Inhale, lift that leg a couple of inches. Exhale, bring it back down. Once it reaches the earth, uncurl your toes, relax your foot and leg. Just let it flop. Your awareness is on your breath. Using your perfect breath, go ahead and squeeze and tighten your buttocks muscles. We're squeezing and tightening our buttocks muscles. And let's relax our buttocks muscles. Go ahead and stretch out the fingers on your right hand. Bring that hand into a fist. Inhale as you lift that arm a couple of inches from your thigh. Exhale, bring it back down. Once it reaches your thigh, uncurl your fingers, relax that hand and arm. Just let it flop. Forget about it. Let's stretch out the fingers on our left. And let's bring our hand into a fist. Inhale as you lift that arm a couple of inches. Exhale, bring it back down. Once it reaches your thigh, uncurl your fingers, relax that hand and arm. Just let it flop. Forget about it. We're in the final relaxation pose, Shavasana. Go ahead and push out your stomach. Relax your stomach. Go ahead and push out your chest. And relax your chest. Go ahead and shrug your shoulders in front of you. Let's relax our shoulders. Let's go ahead and push our shoulder blades together. And let's relax our shoulder blades. Let's raise our shoulders to our ears. And let's relax our shoulders. Lower your head in front of your neck. Send your thyroid some love. And bring your head back center. Go ahead and turn your head to the right. And bring your head back center. Turn your head to the left. And bring your head back center. Raise your head, open up your eyes, look at the ceiling. Let your eyeballs look straight across the ceiling. And let your eyeballs look straight back up top. Let your eyeballs look over to the right. And bring your eyeballs straight back up top. Let's bring our eyeballs over to the left. And bring your eyeballs back up top. Go ahead and close your eyes and bring your head back center. We're in the final relaxation pose, Shavasana. Your awareness is on your breath. Go ahead and raise the eyebrows on your face. Relax your eyebrows. Open up your mouths and stick out your tongues. And relax your tongues and your mouths. Let's tighten the facial muscles on your face. We're tightening and squeezing our facial muscles. And let's relax our facial muscles. We're in the final relaxation pose, Shavasana. Shavasana. Awareness is on your breath. You're feeling the inhale, and you're feeling the exhale. Let's go ahead and extend out our arms as we're opening up our hearts again, and we're sending out love and safety, good health and joy out into the world. Let's slowly bring that love, joy, safety, good health back into our own hearts as we bring our hands together in front of our hearts. And let's extend out our arms again. And it's time, we're inhaling as we're sending our arms up as high as we can. And we're bringing our hands together slowly down to our heart center. We're feeling ever so grateful for all we were able to do in our chair yoga session today. Let's extend out our arms again. Inhale, we're sweeping them up. Exhale, bringing our arms down to our heart center. And we're going to conclude our practice with Om. I'm going to have you take a deep inhale from the core of your stomach and exhale with Om. May you all be filled with love. May you all be filled with good health. May you all be filled with joy. And may you all be filled with safety. Thank you so much for joining Chair Yoga today. Namaste. Namaste. They're doing a yoga fest, everybody. Yoga Fest at the fairgrounds. Go ahead and grab a flyer.